So, I'm writing this in the year 2095. Before I explain how you're reading it before then, I have to start from the beginning. So one day, I was home bored, with nothing to do, and then I heard about some obscure game called Plants vs. Zombies. That was apparently well reviewed for its time. So I took out my Windows 69 Chromebook Mac and looked on all the major online gaming stores to find a copy, but turned up empty-handed. I even looked through the entirety of 4 thrift shops and turned up empty-handed. I had a lot of time to spare since I was a freelancer, and had a few days to myself. I got desperate and started going to shady sites, and eventually I came across a listing on eBay for a direct download, and it was surprisingly free. So I decided to buy it, but it cost me all the spare money I had. When I started downloading it, I saw the file name. It was called Plants and Zombies instead of the name of the game. I disregarded it and went into my downloads, where I saw the game, zombieswithplants.exe. I clicked onto it. I disregarded it and went into my downloads, where I saw the game, zombieswithplants.exe. I clicked onto it, and weirdly I instantly went into the tutorial level. No menu or anything, and apparently the save I was using was called Dave. Presumably as in Crazy Dave, one of the characters. As soon as I placed down my first puff shroom, a zombie had spawned. I was barely able to kill it, and 2 more came along instantly. I hadn't gotten enough sun to place another one, and they were killed by my lawnmower, and then Dave showed up. That's right, Dave, not Crazy Dave. It was him, but mentally sound. He started talking about how he lost his daughter to the zombies and swore to kill every last one of the undead. And the next level started. I finally got access to the Sunflower and Snapdragon, and then came along the first Conehead. They were pretty easy to take care of, but something I noticed is that they were a bit faster than the regular zombies. I played a few more levels until I reached the first night stage. Something was off. There was a blood-red sky and words in red at the top of the screen saying, "Tony, you will die." I found that a bit odd considering it was my name, but shrugged it off and went ahead. After I beat the first disco zombie, the game paused and Dave appeared. He looked more frantic and disgruntled, and this time he had full body animations, as opposed to what was seen earlier in the game. He said I have to stop playing and that it was dangerous, but he stopped talking as a thud came from the other side of the house I was in, and then he ran off screen. After that, everything was normal until I got to Zomboss. Dave was then Crazy Dave, and was crying for help in a more realistic tone than any other fake crying I've ever heard. He was swooped away by a bungee zombie and the boss fight began, except that Zomboss wasn't anywhere to be seen, nor any zombies. So I began to plant things from the conveyor belt when I heard banging on my front door. I paused the game and went over to open the door, and I saw a man. So I asked, "Hello, sir, how may I help you?" Before I could even finish, he started attacking me. He tried biting into my flesh, but before he could go through with it, his head was chopped off with a machete by none other than Crazy Dave. He was real now, and he took me to his time machine, and as we tried to go in, he was bit by a zombie. I knew it was too late and locked myself on the time machine. I tried working it, but ended up getting stuck in 2021. So I started writing this, and here we are. I don't know if I can ever go back or stop the zombie invasion, but only time will tell.